Now, okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Sorry, had to do it. Okay, let's start with some breath work. One hand, hi mom. One hand on the lower abdomen, one hand on the chest, and let us begin with some wave breathing. I just always love wave breathing just because I find it so settling. Just thinking about the breath as a wave as we inhale, letting the belly expand and having it just rise up like a swell into the chest. And then exhale, chest, ribs pull in, and then the belly pulls in. And just it also gives some context to lengthening the breath, right? For starting from the belly, it's going to take a little bit longer to come all the way up into the chest, and then letting the chest sink back down, expanding that exhale, and then repeating, rinsing and repeating. It's finally a little bit cooler here, which is so beautiful. The humidity finally broke and it's nice and sunny. I'm not sweating, moving. Moving one muscle is not inducing a sweat. I'm just feeling a little bit, maybe a little lighter with this drier weather. And then listening to the sound of your breath as it rises up into the nasopharynx, like an ocean wave, that slightly audible sound, and using that as a little meditation. For anyone that just joined, this is being recorded, and I would like to pop the videos that I'm recording now onto my personal or my business, Eka, YouTube channel so that there's a central repository where these videos can always be accessed. So just letting you know that if you want to turn your camera off, that's your decision. And then let's let the arms drop down and we'll go into a version of knocking on the door of life where we're turning and we're coming. So we're going to turn to your left, coming onto the toes of the right foot. And then your left hand is going to come up and tap basically the top of the shoulder, the upper back. And then your right hand is going to come and slap across the side of your rib cage. So we turn to the opposite. So whatever side we're turning to, that's the arm that comes up and back. And the other arm comes across the body and slaps the rib cage. So if we pick up a little momentum, it's a little bit more of a rotation and it's a little bit more of, I will say, incorporating chi massage into the area of the liver channel and the gallbladder channel, the moving energy through the sides of the body. But we're also still rotating the spine gently. And then breathing, inhaling one direction, maybe exhaling the other. I'm not going to talk politics, but if you watched the debate last night, whatever side of the situation anyone's on, I need to move a little bit of my chi right now. Move some of that potentially stuck energy. Get some flow in here, some ease. So I'm tapping really just, I mean, it depends on how loosey-goosey our shoulder girdle is, but really like the very tippy top, it's basically the upper trap, right, area. And then the entire side of the rib cage gets a nice massage. And then let's come to regular knocking on the door of life now. Regular. And then let's start to slow down, unwind, and moving more the energy through the sides of the rib cage, the liver area. We're going to take our right arm, just like rest it on the back of the neck or the top of the spine. And we're going to take the opposite hand and starting just below the armpit, we're going to start basically it's chi massage, starting from the top and then working our way down the rib cage towards the hip. And then pick up your arm, start from the top again, and then slap down the side of your rib cage, moving energy. This is again liver and gallbladder channels. Soothing the liver energy. If you're irritable or angry or frustrated, this is a good channel to work on it, kind of moving energy through, increasing circulation. And then one more. And then let's switch and go to the opposite side, starting again from the bottom of the armpit, down the rib cage to the hip. And one more. Okay, we're starting to move some of that energy. Let's do a little tiger clears the way. So a clearing exercise starting with our tiger claws above our head. And as a recap, this is the one where we exhale and bend the knees as we come down, and the arms come out to the sides as your knees straighten, legs straighten, and then you bend the knees as we come back down and then rise up. So it's a bend and straighten, and then pick up some momentum and really exhale as we come down. Like getting rid of that cloudy, gunky, sticky energy, especially with the crazy weather and the heat and the solstice and all that. The energy. We're just cleansing and clearing now that the humidity broke. It's a beautiful day here, at least in New York. And let's do one more. Okay, I'm already feeling a little less constricted in this area. So hopefully you are as well. Let's come to a wider stance now. Continuing with this theme of opening up the sides of the body, the rib cage, so that we're able to breathe a little bit better, a little bit more deeply. So we're going to turn so that we are facing more or less the right side. So your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight. And see, first come to the center. So kind of feel yourself kind of moving between the front foot and left foot, transferring the weight, and come to where you feel your hips are nice and level. Just finding the center first, and then feel both feet really rooted into the ground, and then bend your right knee. Now, you can either keep your hand on your thigh and then lean slightly over to the right so that you're getting already a little bit of a stretch. Think about making a straight line from your left ankle all the way up to your arm. You're making a nice long line. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, you can come to rest your elbow on your thigh, making that. So think about stretching your fingertips towards the corner of the room, ceiling, and then simultaneously pressing in through the foot, the left foot. Take a nice inhale and a nice stretch through the rib cage, and exhale. Now we're going to inhale and come all the way back up. And then what we're going to do is drop your left arm down, your left leg, and then you're going to raise your right arm all the way back. This is something in yoga they call peaceful warrior. So we're just stretching now the right side of the rib cage. The front knee is still bent. So I'm not really transferring the weight much. It's coming from moving from the waist up. And then inhale, coming back up to center, and then exhaling, bringing the left arm over again. Now we're going to move back and forth through these two motions. So inhale, windmilling the arms, right arm stretches up, and then inhale, left arm is up. And again, inhale, and then exhale, inhale, exhale. So really feel like you're stretching, something's pulling your arm up so that you're feeling that elongation before exhaling into the bend. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Now straighten that front leg for a moment and come to the center. Now hop your back foot in a foot, maybe even more. And then you're going to turn your body. So look down at your feet. Just make sure that there's, like, if you were to draw a line, you don't want your feet really to be in perfect alignment because that is really hard for balance. So railroad your feet so they're wide but staggered. And then you can keep your legs slightly bent just to protect your hamstrings. I keep doing this so you can see, because these palazzo pants are very big. But so you can see my upper leg. And then you're just going to very gently let your hands creep down that front leg, just so that you're getting a little gentle stretch in the back of the hamstring. So my legs are not completely straight, but they are straighter. So not necessarily very bent. They're a little bit more straight, just so that I feel a little gentle stretch in that front hamstring, pressing down through the heel of that back foot. If you want to stay a little more upright, please do. If you want to get more of a stretch and it feels good, then you can creep your hands down that front leg, trying to keep your chest open. breathing into gentle stretch. Should not be painful at all. And then gently inhale and come up. Walk your hands up. Let's come to the center. Come back to a wider stance. And now we're going to bend the left knee. So the right leg is straight. Front knee or the left knee is bent. And then again, either your hand is on your thigh, or you can drop to your elbow. And then you're going to stretch the right arm up, making a nice long line, fingertips all the way down, pressing into the floor with your outer foot and inner foot. Take a nice inhale and exhale, really feeling a stretch through the side of the rib cage. And then on the inhale, come up, keep that front knee bent. So I'm not coming out of the bend. You want to stay in that bend. So you're bringing your torso upright. And then just let your right arm reach down your right leg as the left arm comes up and over. So inhale to the center and then exhale. See, my legs aren't really moving at all. So my front knee is bent. My upper body comes up and then over. This is reminding me, we're not doing ballet right now, but it has a ballet feel to it a little bit. A friend invited me to go see the American Ballet Theater put on a production called, oh goodness, Wolf something or other. I'm forgetting the name of it right now, but basically it's a ballet, the interpretation and interweaving of three of Virginia Woolf novels, and it was magnificent. Wolf Works, that's what it was. And let's take a break. Let's take the bend out of that front knee and come to the center for a moment. But the amount of strength and precision in ballet is just insane. Like, it's mind blowing to me. Okay, let's turn, bring that back foot in about a foot or so. You're facing the left. And then very gently, let's bring the hands to the thigh of the front leg. Press in through the heel of your back leg. And then just very gently walk your hands down just a bit until you feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. Highly recommend, by the way, Wolf Works. Performed at the Met, so that was extra exciting. A few more rounds of inhale and exhales. And then when you are ready, walk the hands all the way up, come to the center, and then let's shake the legs out. And then let's go right into full body shaking. Since we're working a lot on the liver channel, let's do a little healing sounds. So the sound of the wood element, the liver and gallbladder is an SHHH. So on the exhale, make that sound audible. So inhale and then shh. And one more. Okay. it made me want to reread Mrs. Dalloway. Okay, Virginia Woolf. Okay, so let's start with open the flow. So let's come to a stance about outer hip distance apart. Let's release the arms so they're nice and loose. And then on the inhale, let's let the arms float up to shoulder height. And then exhale, dropping the elbows and the arms float back down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Starting to find that deep inner reservoir of peace, where the physical body, our emotional center, and our mind or consciousness are all flowing together. There's just one energy flowing through different manifestations, back and forth. Right? Connecting ourselves also to our surroundings, being aware in a very free and opened way. Just imagine that this current of energy is flowing through you. And the more that we relax into it, the more it feels like we are just floating and being pulled along in this current. Getting filled up and supported. Let's continue this open the flow to the 6 directions. So in the next inhale, come up in on the inhale and pull in. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, pull in. And then exhale out to the sides. And then inhale, pull back in towards the center. And then exhale down. Nice and slow. Slowly inhale. And then slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Loosen those wrists. Inhale. And then exhale. Oops, I might have messed that one up. Inhale and then exhale forward. Inhale. Again, I like the imagery of, or the concept in Qigong of alchemy, right? We're constantly exchanging energy with our surroundings. Again, thinking just of even the very scientifically proven, right? Exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide that we share with trees, right? We draw in this oxygen that they are emitting, and then carbon dioxide that we emit. They pull in this dance, and think of pulling in all these ingredients and mixing them and then transforming that energy. So we can draw in, right? We mix and incorporate into our own makeup. And then we let go of what needs to be let go of. And somebody or something out there takes that in and composts it and makes liquid gold out of it, which is pretty amazing. So we are our own alchemists to a degree, and even transforming that stuff that doesn't really feel good, and of finding a way of plucking it and putting it in the compost bin so that it can change some kind of configuration and turning it into a positive. I think the arts are so important because it's part of that alchemy, right? Pulling in and exposing ourselves to these very human experiences that elicit certain emotions, right? And that becomes part of us. This expression of energies. Qigong is one of those. When we do it together, especially. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhaling, push forward. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale to the center. Let's pause in front of the third eye or the forehead, or little chi ball. Just imagine that there's a golden light right in front of your third eye, the area between your eyebrows. There's a connection between this golden light in your hand and that center point, filling up with this nourishing golden light. And then on your next exhale, let your hands drop right in front of the heart center. Same thing, feeling space between your hands, imagining this golden light in the center of the chest, and it's pouring in this golden elixir, coating and spreading through the chest. And then exhale down now to the lower abdomen, and same thing. Let your arms drop down for a moment. So this next flow, we are going to stagger our feet. So you're going to step forward with your left foot. Keep your knees slightly bent. I'm going to start with our hands not touching, but in front of you, a few inches apart. And we're going to transfer the weight to the front foot. And as we do, we're going to extend the arms forward. And now, as we transfer the weight to the back foot, it's going to spiral the hands out and make a big circle all the way back. Hands spiral in. Now, again, transfer the weight to the front foot as we push the hands forward again. So we're going to inhale as we come back, transferring the weight to the back foot, then spiral the hands in, and then exhale as we push forward. This is called parting the clouds. So think as we push forward, right, we're creating a little bit of a divide and then pushing away so the cloudy murkiness, the heaviness. We're separating the clouds so that what's left in its wake is this lightness. So transferring the weight from the back foot to the front foot. Inhale. Hands spiral in, and then exhale, gently pushing forward. Think of clearing, squeegeeing any gray, dense, heavy energy. And then creating this lightness all around you, at the center of your chest and your heart. Moving nice and slowly, relaxing. We're just gently pushing forward and then gently pulling back. Think of parting our way through stuff that seems to be holding us back or that's been just weighing heavily on us. Maybe just create some space, right? Where we can breathe a little bit easier. Maybe the center of the heart feels a little lighter. Now on the next inhale, let's step that front foot back. Let's hold our chi ball for a moment before we switch sides. Reconnect to the breath. Maybe already feeling that spaciousness. And now step forward with your right foot. Let's start first in a neutral stance and then turn slightly so you're facing your right foot. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, transfer the weight forward as we extend the arms. And then inhale, transfer the weight to the back foot. We inhale. Dropping the shoulders down, away from the ears. Think of gliding forward and gliding back. Again, we exhale as we come forward, and then inhale. Right, we exhale, clear, and then all the space. We can take a beautiful inhale right into the center of the chest. And let's extend. And then on the next inhale, let's come back to the center and step yet that front foot back, coming to our chi ball for a moment again. And then let's bring the feet together. So this last flow will go right into bamboo. This is called bird returning to the nest. So we're going to inhale the arms up above your head. And then on the exhale, the arms come down. You're going to bend your knees deeply. And then you're going to wrap your arms around your knees. So you're making a little, well, underneath your knees, making a little ball on the exhale. And then inhale, straighten the legs again as the arms come up. And then exhale, bending the knees, coming down, wrapping the arms around your knees. Nice little ball. And inhale. And exhale. Nice and slowly. And last one. And now we'll just inhale the arms up and then just exhale them, coming back to center, one hand on top of the other below the belly button. And take a few juicy rounds of breath while we stand in bamboo in the wind. Okay. And when you're ready, you can crack your eyes open. Thank you so much, everyone, for your attention and for joining me. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day and have a great weekend. And I will see you next week.
Thanks, Erin.
Bye.